Hello again everyone, welcome to my channel again. I'm finally back. I managed to find some time to do a new video. I know that I missed a couple of months, but this month's favorites are gonna be pretty quick and simple because I've been living like this for the last 2 months. I think it's important to make space while getting rid of some of the clutter in our lives, using too much products or things like that. So this video is going to be pretty quick and neat. I'm Damla Childer, for those who doesn't know me. I also have a blog. You can find me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. What else? Pretty much on any social media except Tumblr. I don't have a Tumblr, I don't know why. But yeah, go check out my social medias if you want to find more about me, or on my blog. I'll leave the link down below. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to be back in front of the camera actually. So yeah, let's get started with this video. It's my April favorites. I love doing the favorites video, I really do. So as usual, I'm gonna start with a piece of fashion item, clothing and stuff. Is another backpack. Well, I really love this one. I think it's really minimalistic and I love the color because I've been using this for the last 2 months. I love the size, so you can fit like a folder or any like big notebooks and anything like that. You can like fit a lot of stuff in it, and it's really comfortable when you're on a bike. That's why I love like backpacks, because I usually use my bike to get around in Strasbourg, and they're very useful, easy, quick, and yeah, I can like feel like I can walk freely when I have a backpack. So what about this one? I got this one for 20 euros if I'm not wrong at Zara about a month ago, and I love it because on the interior, minimalistic vibe. It doesn't have any much fabric or texture on it. I just love that it's like very simple. I thought that the color was pretty nice for winter times. Use a like statement piece of handbag or backpack in this case. And as you can see here, you've got 2 stripes, and you can just pull it open and you can just go back, tie it up. I usually like to make a knot like this when I'm using this handbag. So yeah, the tights aren't really, how do you say that, firm as it used to be when I bought it. But I like to make a knot like this to make sure that it's not gonna get open, because on a bike you're like pretty much jumpy all the time, especially here. And like I like that it doesn't flip it up, and yeah, I love it. The only thing that I'm kind of like, I wish it had this feature, is that it doesn't have any pockets inside. So it's like just a big bag that you have to throw everything in. But I still love it. It's my fave. I had to empty it to be able to show you guys this backpack on this video, because trust me, it was pretty full. So going on, the next item that I have as usual is a beauty product, but I'd like to start saying that the makeup that you're seeing on me actually is how I've been doing my makeup for the last month and a half maybe, or maybe even more. It's just that I feel like as it's spring, summertime, I don't want to have too much coverage or foundation on my face, because it feels like it's kind of heavy and it gets like really humid and stuff like that, because we have rivers in the city. So we have a pretty humid weather here in Strasbourg, so I don't like when it gets all sticky. So today especially I have a foundation on, but on every single day when I go out, it's either a really light, just like concealing and using mascara and putting like some really popped up lipstick, or if it's a really special occasion, I put on some foundation and concealer and some blush, not even especially contouring or doing anything, but my go-tos are mascara and pretty popped up lipsticks. So there's that. But I've been loving but like loving, a new palette that I bought about 2 months ago. That's why I missed it. I didn't have time to make a video. I'm sorry about this. This should have been on my March favorites video. Yeah, on my March favorites video. It's the Sleek palette. A New Day 430, and I love this palette. I love how it's pigmented, how you can blend it in with other eyeshadows. So as you can see, it's a pretty natural palette, which I've been loving, like really been loving it. And I think it's pretty cool. As you can see, I'm sitting in front of a window. You have some glittered eyeshadow as well as matte eyeshadows, which are the most that I've been using, and for the inner corners of your eyes to give it a light. Of course, the glittered and shimmery ones are my favorite go-tos, but like this palette is something that I pretty much keep in my handbag. So I like that it's small, it's compact, it has like light and natural colors. So yeah, it's pretty easy to use and it's my go-to. The next item on my favorites video this month, it's about food. So you know that I usually have like some tea or candies or something like that in my favorites video. This month I've been obsessed, like for the last 2 months and a half maybe, obsessed with this product. I've been using it, but I haven't been obsessed with it quite yet until 2 months ago. And it's called, as you can see, it's called quinoa. So that's my jar of quinoa that I feel pretty much every week. Yeah, I know it's a small size, but yeah, it gives me about 3 times what to cook, so I like it. And I also brought you the cooked version of it, because this is actually my lunch. I told you I'm obsessed with it, so I wanted to show you how I make it pretty much. So this one I cooked it with just some olive oil, salt, and lots of paprika, because I really like paprika. That's why it has this color. And yeah, it pretty much looks like this when you cook it. And I like to mix it with some salad, cherry tomatoes, some ham, and some balsamic vinegar. Yeah, and that's pretty much my go-to lunch. And yeah, I've been obsessed, but like obsessed with it. So this month's quirky favorite objects or things. Yeah, things. Let's go with things, because one of them is not really an object. You'll see in a minute. So let's start with the object. I know I haven't talked about this yet on the blog, but it's upcoming. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing a special post about this, which is getting quite ready right now. I did some of... I'm sorry, but I'm human. Come on. So yeah, let's take it again. I haven't made a post about this yet. I'm still reading the book who goes with it, but I've already did some research, talked to some people, and I decided to buy these. So what are these? These are angel cards, which means it's like The Secret and stuff like that, but it's a bit different. It talks about angels, how to feel their presence, how to connect with them, how to ask help from them, how to ask questions and get the answers. It could be about your life, your past lives, your main question in life that we all try to figure out, like, what's my purpose in this life? Or who was I in my past lives? Why do I do, for example, things in a certain way or in a pattern? What's blocking me, or what's the cause due? And apparently these help. I'm starting on this kind of thing, so for me it's new as well, but I wanted to share with you because I've been obsessed with these. So I got these ones at Fnac, for those who know. It's pretty much like Amazon, and it's like a mix of Amazon and a bookstore where you can find pretty much anything. I've been there to get some new books that will be talking to you about in an upcoming second books blog post, but I'm still reading them, so not there yet, because I have to do summaries, as you know. What it is that you have a pile of cards like this, and they come like these as well. So these are called the angel cards. And what I do with them for now is I mix them, I close my eyes, I think about a specific question, and then I lay down the cards and I close my eyes and I try to feel, at some point you feel a rush of energy in a certain point if you're really concentrated on and present doing it. So I pick the card, and then you have a booklet that comes with, where you have a piece of how to read the messages through the cards, or which angels can help you through your daily life, what are the guardian angels, and in the Bible and in other like religious books how they're presented. And then at the back you have, like, during your birth month and stuff, which angel is your personal guardian angel, and it explains as well different angels, what they do, what they're for, which is pretty handy, and I'm gonna be explaining it all in a new blog post, so stay tuned for that. And the other quirky thing that I've been loving this month, but especially this month, so this is a real April favorite, the 100 things that I want to do in my life list. So what that list means, specific things, and trust me, when you're at 34, when I was at 34, I was like, shit, this is taking too long and I have no idea what to write. And then I don't know how I ended up at 70, and I was like, I still got too much to write. And it's hard to feel 100 things to do when you really think about it, because we all say that we've got loads of things that we want to do, but to write them down, saying that you're limited to 100, it's not easy. It's, for example, learn how to skateboard, learn another sports that can be done in water, to smile a lot and to be joyful, to learn a new Latino dance. I said parasailing, bungee jumping, then the list goes on with things like that. But I've been obsessed with it, and why is because now that I have my list and that we are not on this planet forever, we're not immortals, I've been like, you know what, there are some things that are on this list that I need to have some income or some money and time to make, but there are some that I don't need, which is acquiring some new talents or trying something new. And my last favorite product on this video and on this month, as usual, it's a book. I read it in French. It's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, or I don't know how it's pronounced, but he's German, so yeah, I have to learn German, by the way. That's on my list too. It's supposed to be spiritual awakening guide. So when you see that, you're like, you have expectations after reading the kind of books that I've been reading, which you can go and check on my blog if you want. It's on the Mojo part. It's called The Books, and I have a summary about it. So I was like, you know, this is going to be the final conclusion part of this journey, so I can move on with the practical stuff. And at the beginning I was like, you know what, it's not a bad book, I actually like it, and highlighting and stuff like that, things that I thought that were useful. And it took me about until a week and a half ago to finish it. It's a complicated book, not by the ways of the ideas. I like the ideas, but it's presented in the form of like questions and answers, so I feel like it doesn't actually have a continuous logic in it. So there are not chapters, nothing like that to make a lesson out of it. Just stay present in the moment. But like, staying present, what does it mean? It means that when you talk, you can feel how talking about that makes you feel, trying to clear your head, not giving it into the ego, saying try to kind of observe how you feel, how you speak, but I'll be giving you a summary about this as well on the next book's blog post. So that's it for the April's favorites video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and especially let me know if you've ever heard about like angels and talking to angels, because I feel like this is not a very known subject. If you've ever heard about it, just let me know. If you don't have any idea, just let me know as well. I'd like to know if it's known or not, so I'm very curious about that. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Bye!